It's Tuesday night here in the Azores, and I'm here for an unrelated project, but I'm going to go do some street photography tonight. I never do street photography, and I think it's very important as a photographer to go out and do things that are outside of the bounds of your usual repertoire of skills. That way, whenever you find yourself in a situation that you could utilize some skills from different genres of photography, you are able to do so.
I don't give a damn, like an auto with no time to kill. I've been feeling like the opposite of work. It's a work and I've never been a purposeful thing to me. I just do what I love and it works for me.
I've done two things tonight. The first thing I've done is I've poured my glass of wine into this bottle here, which is very important. And the second thing I've done is I've actually turned my camera profile to monochrome only. So I'm going to be shooting everything in black and white. Everything you're going to see today is in black and white, which is also super unusual for me if you follow this channel, if you follow any of my work. So let's go see what we can get up to over the next, I would say, half hour. All right, the first shot is probably going to be the simplest because it is from my hotel room. And I'm gonna crop into DX mode here. Been watching people swim in this this pool all day, so maybe I'm gonna go down there first because I feel like it's a very good black and white photo since everything in real life is very monochrome. Very cool scene though. Self-portrait. Didn't really work out. So the thing that switching your camera to monochrome really does, actually this is from Sashin. He is the founder of ARC, I guess, photography conference. Sorry for butchering the title of your conference, Sashin. They do it out in Vancouver. Very, very cool speaker lineup this year for October. And he was the first one that kind of just told me that, like, hey, flip your camera to monochrome so you can actually see the quality of light and the direction and everything that's good about it. So far everything sucks and I hate it. I'm photographing a little bit too wide and I should have got a little bit lower on the actual asphalt cement with the yoga guy. That would have been a really cool shot. Unfortunately, all right, here's a shot lining up. They're both wearing white, which is nice. Both perfectly centered. What a beautiful story. Humans saw stairs, walked upstairs, and completed walking upstairs. 5 out of 10. Earlier today, we actually went on one of these boats and we went out into the open ocean and swam with dolphins. So not swimming with dolphins inside like a weird enclosure, swimming with dolphins that you find out in the wild, which was actually really crazy. And it's really, really scary to just jump into open ocean. Here is a tangent video. All right, I've located a staircase that I really like. I like the whites and the dark tiles. And now I'm just gonna wait for somebody to walk up it. like this is kind of the beginning of my wedding photography career, where I would just find good light and I would just hang out there and wait for things to happen within it. So that's what I'm doing right now, right here. Gonna see what happens going this way into this very distracting marina background. I think I've talked myself out of it. The background out here, a little too distracting. All right, there's one single photo that doesn't suck. So my biggest struggle with photography in general is the fact that, one, there's an infinite number of amazing photographs taken every day in every location in the world, and there is no way that you yourself as one human can keep up with that. Two, the pressure of being better than last week every single week, that if you have a peak photography experience, you take your favorite images of all time, that next week you have to do better than that, otherwise you're going to be sad. So today I took this as a challenge, and so far I've taken one good photo. This one might be the second good one. What do you think? Not really street photography, but it's photography. I'm doing it. I think that's maybe the most important thing, to go out and do stuff, even if you suck at it, because you'll get better, maybe, or maybe you'll give up. Like this guy trying to do a regular corner, smoking up his tires. All right, so instead of street photography, this is going to be literal street photography, where I just photograph streets. Come with me while I do literal street photography. How's that for street photography? Canted angle in the video and everything. Nailed it. Literal street photography. Number 2, complete. Gotta get closer to that white line. Complete. Photograph. It's a bad photo, not gonna take that. Left or right? What is your decision? I'm gonna choose left. Left has a palm tree. Very interesting. And if you thought the literal street photography was too cheesy, you're really gonna hate what I do next. Here comes a scooter. We're gonna take a picture of the scooter's light on the literal street. Missed it completely. All right, so the actual, the one level deeper of the street photography of the streets did not work out. I think it's important to know when you give up. I'm gonna give up that project, but I'm still gonna take pictures of the streets. New street. Car behind me. Dangerous territory in the streets. Range Rover Discovery. All right, street empty. And I don't like this wall over here, so I'm gonna walk forward.
Mas para mim eu gosto disso, mano. Eu é disso.
Actually, I like this photo. All right, last street picture here in Portugal for tonight. Last literal street photograph. Thank you for joining me for Amateur Hour out here in the Azores. Next week, we're gonna be doing something really incredible. We're gonna photograph doors. I'm kidding, we've already done that. We did that in Italy. And you can watch that documentary on my YouTube page. but only the 720 version of it because we lost the high res. So word of warning, back your shit up. Put it on several hard drives. Put it on the cloud. Do a 1080 export and put it on Dropbox rather than just YouTube. So thank you for joining me. Hopefully you learned something. You probably did not learn anything about photography specifically today, but maybe at least some of the points I made resonated with you. I feel like all of the good content was within the first minute. Good intentions. I really like the point of shooting monochrome in camera in order to see light and direction of light and quality of light. I think that's really cool, so maybe that's a takeaway from today. There's a bridge to nowhere over here. And I will see you next from Lisbon, which is not far from here. I will say though, if you are considering a trip to the Azores, it is one of the coolest places that I have ever been. One of the extreme challenges with it is that, I guess it kind of goes back to the whole competing with everybody infinitely, all the photographers on Instagram that you want to be better than all of them and you want to create that one iconic shot, and you're probably going to come here and you're not going to be able to do that, and you're going to be stressed out, which is what my day was. I wanted the perfect landscape shot and we just didn't get the weather, and unfortunately for landscape photography, that's a big part of it. You need the weather to all come together perfectly in order to create that perfect landscape shot for you. Did not happen today. Did not happen this week. Hopefully Lisbon will be better. See you there. Oh, I should point out one pro tip. If you're really bad at photography like I was today, just run a lot of filters on top of it and make it look really artistic and claim you're an artist rather than